And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but, man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Pickett. He just throws this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Completed over the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Pickett set to pass. Hits him on the out route. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It is caught left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. 3rd and just 2 to go. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw. Finds Woods. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now here's Pickett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
A handoff to Williams. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down. Back now, pressure on its way. He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. He brings it in. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Throw caught by his running back. Touchdown, Cleveland! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. On first down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Burrow. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Excellent protection so far. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. He breaks the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Browns will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Pickett to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Another try following the sack. Throw left side, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again following the set. He's going to push one deep down the right. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw is Pickett. He's trying another one deep. Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns now within one score in the fourth. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Browns will line up for the...
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead.
You spend all week on two-point plays trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now a give up the middle to Moss. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To throw, Pickett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Pickett. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds Woods. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Browns 8 points behind. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Setting up to pass. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. He'll look to throw it. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. Oh, boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
The Browns ready for their next shot here on offense. Kenny Pickett leading them out. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First down, and they go right back to him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Williams. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. They try again with Williams. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Williams. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Here's an important kick now for Dustin Hopkins. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. That one is good! And they're gonna take the lead inside the final minute!
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And I hate to say it, but it kind of feels like the primetime lights have blinded him here tonight. It's been a real rough showing for him as we're seeing here, Brock, a lot of plays that he's going to want back. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Renfro on the catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Cincinnati.